5 Chestnut Street, Canova. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Are your kids playing in a real Little League? Little League is the world's largest and most respected youth sports program with nearly 2.4 million children and more than 1 million volunteers in dozens of countries around the world. Little League includes baseball and softball programs for kids ages 4 to 16. There's the Challenger Division program for kids with physical and mental challenges too. For those adults interested in starting a genuine Little League in your area, assistance is available from Little League International in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. For more information on Little League, visit Little League website at www.littleleague.org.
No child in our community should have to go hungry, but it happens every day. That's why the Food Shack is traveling across our area to stop hunger among community kids. The mission is simple: feed as many kids as possible with free hot meals 5 days a week. There's no questions asked and no catch. If your child is hungry and needs something to eat, the Food Shack will provide them with a meal. Visit our Facebook page to find out where the Food Shack is going next.
Lucas Williamson now ready to deal to Carter Hajash, the number 7 hitter in the lineup. First pitch from him is in for a strike. 0-1 as door still open on Hare's final line tonight with the runner at second base still his responsibility. That one swung on and missed. 0-2 as you look. It was the only hit that Hare gave up. Had 3 strikeouts in the 6 at-bats that he faced. So a solid line overall for Jackson Hare. We'll probably see him tomorrow if Mineral County goes on to win this ball game. That pitch misses low from Williamson. Hajash, 2 for 4 in this tournament. 2 singles, a strikeout, a ground out, and a walk. Williamson trying to strand the runner at second as Hajash just gets a piece of it and fouls it up into the screen. But again, if this score holds up, you'll probably see Riggs against Hare in the starting roles tomorrow on the mound in the state championship game. Hajash hits one loud and high towards the left, and that's going to hook out of play as Catholic gave chase, but not enough real estate. So Hajash will climb back in, trying to scratch across the first run of this game for Sophia and give themselves a little momentum here as they've got a big hill to climb once again. And fouled right back towards our camera. Again, availability pitching-wise is what a lot of this has started to come down to the last couple of days. We saw it happen to Boone Northern, saw it happen to Fairmont. Seeing it happen to Sophia right now. Let's count it 2-2. Swung on and lifted towards right field, and that's going to fall in for a hit. That'll score the run from second. As Hajash takes off for second, he'll be in with a stand-up double. As back-to-back doubles from Hunter Austin and Carter Hajash puts Sophia on the board here in the bottom of the second inning at 7-1. Now the batter will be Justin Williams. Williams 1 for 4 in this tournament. Singled, flown out, struck out, and reached on an error. Batting in the number 8 spot. There's strike one on the outside corner from Williamson. So again, that run that scored credited to Jackson Hare in his final total. This one chopped towards short. Going to be a tough play. Fielded over there, thrown over to first, and looked like it was in time. And I think they're going to get runner interference on that play instead, but it looked like the play was made anyway by Jacobs. But, yeah, it looked like Hajash ran into Jacobs on that, so that'll be runner interference out. And that'll retire Sophia here in the inning, as you'll look at it here on our instant replay. And you see right there, yeah, And the umpire ends up calling him out instantly, but they still were able to get the out at first nonetheless. So we're through 2 innings of play, and Mineral County leads Sophia 7-1 as we head to the top of the third. Back after this break as you're watching the 2020 Little League State Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
Thanks for getting the water. So you're here tomorrow too?
7-1 as we go to the top of the third inning. Chris Kidd with you here from Central Greenbrier Little League Field. Butch Mounts, our engineer. Brian Shepard, our statistician and graphic organizer for this 2020 Little League State Tournament. I'd like to thank Griffith & File, our presenting sponsor since 1892. Bring you all your services in your area, as well as supporting all of our youth sports as well, and helping us live stream all these games to you this week, as well as all of our other sponsors. We thank you very much for everything that you've helped bring us this week and help bring to all of the people around the state and around the world even watching this Little League State Tournament. No 1 pitch swung on a miss as Bradbury gets ahead 0-2. It's Landon Catlett. Had an RBI double his last time up in the number 8 spot, standing in. And strike 3 as he catches Catlett looking to start off the third inning. That's 68 pitches now by Bradbury, at least on the official or on the scoreboard. We've got 66 counted on ours, so we're still right there in the vicinity, one way or the other, on each side, as McKenzie walked in his only plate appearance thus far tonight. That pitch misses from Bradbury, 1-0. That one misses just outside, so 2-0 the count. And it'll be interesting to see where Sophia elects to go next. After this, again, Nelson's unavailable. He started the game against Cerrito Canova and went over 70 pitches before coming out, as there's a strike, 2-1. Then after that, Sophia ended up going through a couple of more pitchers in that contest. This one ripped high into right center field, back towards the wall, and it is one hop off the wall as McKenzie rounds first, digs for second, and his hot hitting continues. Here in the last couple of games as a one-out double brings things back to the top of the order. with Jackson Hare. Again, Nelson and Linksweiler went over 70 pitches, so they won't be available tonight, or for the rest of the tournament for that matter, as Hare hits one hard back up the middle. That gets through into left center field, and that's going to scoot all the way to the wall. That will score McKenzie from second. Hare moves into his spot at second. It's now 8-1 in favor of Mineral County as they get the run back that they lost last inning. And now it'll be Blake Jacobs' turn, who's reached on an error both times up, but has hit the ball hard twice on both occasions. The error last inning led to a couple of runs. Like we said, Sophia's just down to few options now as to who they can bring in. I think Woodman went pretty far the other day. I don't think he's available to come in. May be wrong about that. I'll double check. That pitch misses, 1-0. They used 4 pitchers in the last game. I don't think Varney went over 20 pitches. I may be wrong about that, as this one hit towering fly ball into center field. Linksweiler's got some room, and he'll make the grab up against the warning track for out number 2, as moving over to third base goes Hare. And that'll bring up Jesus Perdue. Purdue 0 for 1 tonight. Has struck out and walked in his 2 plate appearances. And 9 hits in this tournament for him, looking to get to double figures tonight as that pitch misses outside, 1-0. You have started to notice, though, the last couple of games, some teams starting to figure out may not want to come into his wheelhouse, as Purdue's just hammered anything on the inner half, as that one misses over the head of Riddle. Well, they may have stung his hand a little bit on that one, but count now at 2-0. As we said, it's hard to just pitch around Purdue because then you got Ornsdorf waiting on deck. Ornsdorf had a 2-run single his last time up. That one catches the inside corner on Purdue. 2-1 now the count. This one right in his wheelhouse, and Purdue just missed that one as he pops it up into the screen. Riddle goes to retrieve it as it fell into foul territory. That one Purdue just a little late on from driving, and now Bradbury approaching 80 pitches here in the top of the 3rd inning, trying to end things right here if he can. This is low, and now the count runs full at 3-2. See if Bradbury gives Purdue anything to swing at here on this 3-2 pitch. And it misses inside ball 4, so the second straight time Purdue has walked. And that'll bring up Orndorff, excuse me. Again, he grounded out in the 1st inning, and then as we mentioned, the 2 RBI single in the 2nd inning that pushed the lead at the time up to 5-0. This could very well be the last batter that Bradbury faces one way or another, unless something happens early in the count here. His first pitch misses outside. Purdue does go for second. The throw goes into center field, and that's going to allow the runner Hare to score from third. Miscommunication that time. Again, with 2 outs. Riddle was going to try and throw him out to end the inning, but didn't look like Arthur or Austin were prepared for that throw to come down, as it just went right through everybody and into center field. Now that ball gets away Purdue, who we thought about coming, but ball hopped right back to Riddle that time. So he holds still at third base, count 2-0 now. Again, 7 errors in the first game for Sophia and 3 more in this game, so 10 in all here tonight for Sophia. As there's a strike on the outside corner to Orndorff. 2-1 the count, and this will be the last batter Bradbury will face. 3-1 now on the outside. So according to the scoreboard, he's reached 85 now, but he can finish the batter. This one crushed into center field, back towards the wall. Linksweiler off his glove, and it stays in the ballpark. Orndorff digs for second, and that'll score a run from third, Purdue. I thought that ball was gone as soon as he hit it, but then Linksweiler, with those long arms in center field, maybe saved it from going out by getting his glove on it, but wasn't able to squeeze it, and that will be a 2 RBI double for Orndorff. He's now got 15 RBIs in this tournament, and that will force a pitching change now for Sophia, and it's going to be Piers Austin that's going to come in to pitch. So while he warms up, we'll step aside for a quick break and be back after this as you're watching the 2020 Little League State Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
As a member of the military, a military family, or a veteran, the last thing you should have to worry about is your prescriptions. At your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, we'll transfer your prescriptions for you with no interruptions in service. Our pharmacists will be there to help answer questions and share tips and advice with a friendly, knowledgeable smile. And we're not going anywhere. We welcome military personnel and their families. Transfer your prescriptions today. Griffith and File Drugstore and Soda Fountain, 1405 Chestnut Street, Canova. Health Mart, caring for you.
New pitcher on the hill now for Sophia. As Hunter Austin comes in from second base, and Bradbury moves over to second base. As Bradbury reached his 85 pitch limit here on the top of the third. Chris Kidd here with you as runner at second base after Orndorff hit that RBI double. Almost left the yard for his third home run of the tournament. Linksweiler was able to keep it in the ballpark by getting a glove on it. But the lead is now swelled to 9 as Austin misses away 2-0. Lucas Williamson batted twice in the second inning. He had a strikeout and then a 2 RBI single. Now looking to pick up Orndorff from second base as he chops one between third and short. That gets through into left field. Orndorff around third. The throw will be cut off at short, and that'll make it 11-1 now in favor of Mineral County. There's now 3 RBIs on the evening for Lucas Williamson, as he's started to get himself going here after having some tough luck in the first 3 games of this tournament. This one chopped towards third, going to be a tough play, and everyone's going to be safe as beating it out is Bauer. Throw back over to second base. Not going to be in time. Power just hit a high chopper towards third, and not a lot that Jacob Varney could do with that. Still came up with it and made a throw on Bauer, just not in time, so that'll be an infield hit. As the inning continues on now. I think they had to go and fix second base for a moment, and now that'll bring on Jeremiah Babo. So he'll be the number 9 hitter of this inning. They scored 7 last. Ooh, and that one missed over the head of Babo as he gets out of the way, and the runners move up. But Mineral County scored 7 last inning. They've scored 4 thus far this inning. As we said, they're averaging a little over 12 runs a game on the tournament, and they're about ready to hit that now. Babbo hits one hard back into center field, and that'll score one. Here comes Bauer looking to make it two as the throw cut off. And it's now 13-1 as they throw over to first, and ooh, almost able to get Babbo over at first as he leaned off the bag, and a good throw there by Arthur. Just not in time, as that is now the 5th RBI of this tournament for Babbo. Let's take a look at it here again. Perfect throw, and that was a tough call right there. And it was bang, bang. Couldn't really tell either way.